Hello, so we're at Manchester Airport this morning, finally going to Brussels after about 6 months of waiting. For any of you not familiar with the story, I actually booked this trip for my dad's birthday last year. His birthday's in October, I was going to take him in March. Unfortunately, my mum passed away at the beginning of the year, so my dad didn't really feel up to going. Then I invited my mate Seddon as a replacement, had to book another flight for him. Unfortunately, after that, we were meant to go on I think it was the 23rd of March we were meant to go. On the 22nd of March, as you probably well know, Brussels was bombed. The city went into lockdown, all the attractions shut, and we had to call the trip off, rebooked it for September, and we're roughly about an hour from departure, so hopefully there's no more hiccups and we can get there with no problems. We finally arrived in Brussels, only half a year late, but then again it's better late than never. We got the coach, or the shuttle bus should I say, from Brussels Charleroi Airport here. It took about 45 minutes, so the return ticket's £28, and it's run by a company called Flibco, who also operates services to places like Bruges and Lille straight from the airport. They also do Luxembourg City, which is a place I went to back in May. Brussels is the capital city of Belgium, as well as being the de facto capital of the European Union. The city has a lot going for it and will leave any short break itineraries bursting at the seams. One of its strengths is how easy it is to get around. Buses and trams are two transportation options in the city, while taxis tend to be an expensive alternative. I thought that their metro system, however, was the best network and was necessary to get to some attractions, including our first stop, the Atomium. The Atomium is a legendary Brussels landmark which was designed for the 1958 World Fair. It boasts a brilliant observation deck, exhibition rooms detailing the history of the structure, and had a nice surprise to round off our visit. Next up was Mini Europe, a stone's throw away from where we'd just been. The miniature park shows off key buildings and monuments from each of the EU member states, including the UK, a country which they may or may not have been bitter towards. Don't know if you can just see just above my right shoulder there, they've got flagpoles here at Mini Europe of all the flags of the European nations. The only one that's tied up is the UK flag. I think they're bitter about the UK leaving the EU. Still, a good time was had by all and we continued to explore. The MOVE Museum, which stands for Museum of Original Figurines, explores some of the most famous and beloved Belgians, Tintin, the Smurfs and Lucky Luke, whilst also looking at the history of what is described as the ninth art, comics. MOVE contains over 1,200 figurines and has plenty of interactivity, including a catalogue of old games, consoles and video games, where visitors can roll back the years. The Belgian Comic Strip Centre, on the other hand, focuses more on the print side of things and has enabled visitors to discover and enjoy the countless aspects of comic art for over 25 years. Brussels is a relatively expensive place, but it does have its freebies too. Take the Parliamentarium for example, the visitor centre at the EU headquarters. Admission and wristbands here are completely free of charge, which is exceptional considering the extensiveness of the exhibits on offer. explore a more recent history of Europe, then go on to learn about the organisation and inner workings of the European Union. One of my favourite parts of our trip happened rather spontaneously, and we managed to acquire tickets for a certain game involving a round ball. On our way to Constant van der Stok Stadium to go watch the mighty Anderlecht play the Azerbaijani champions Gabala. That's how you pronounce it. Can't wait. Got tickets this morning, so we're all set. Come on, Anderlecht! And that's exactly what we did, because you can't discuss Brussels without mentioning its holy trinity: chocolate, waffles and beer. Brussels has many fine drinking establishments, but there are none more famous in the city than Delirium Cafe, which even holds its own world record. This is Delirium Cafe. We have over 3,000 varieties of beer, and because of that fact alone, they're in the Guinness World Records. It's part watering hole, part tourist attraction, so as you can imagine, it's quite expensive, despite the amazing variety on offer. We've just come here after having some food, so it would be rude not to join in the fun. Cheers, Sarah. Although we didn't have a lot, we did dabble in some Belgian chocolate tasting and bought some gift sets to take home. But we did get our cocoa overdose in another fashion, courtesy of a Nutella-drenched Belgian waffle. I enjoyed the local delicacy, though it did leave me feeling a little overindulged. It's been a short and sweet trip to Brussels, but now it's time to go home. If you enjoyed that video, then don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Pinterest. Check out my travel blog at travelintom.com. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.